Hey folks, Dex here. I have the Conflikt 47 British Commonwealth Starter Army. I am actually re-recording the audio for this. I did not realize that while I was doing the video, the heating system for my house was running, and it just drowned out everything that I was saying. So hopefully the recorded audio for this is going to be okay. I've really been looking forward to this, and we're going to go through and see what the various new units look like. And here we see the new box art. Like all of the new Konflikt 47 products, this has fantastic box art and is really well packaged. Each individual unit came individually packaged, and we had some additional rift dice and order dice here. The rift dice are actually a dark blue color, but honestly, they're so dark that they probably aren't very distinguishable from the black dice. Included, we have the Mark I, the Mark II, and the Galahad power armor for our infantry selections. Then we also have the resin turret for the humbler armored car. And of course, we have our Percival. The humbler obviously comes as a plastic kit, which means that you can build the non-rift versions of it as well. And we have some decals and our various bases. Right here, I found some of the 32 millimeter bases hanging around, and I started looking through, trying to see which ones that we had. I found some 40 millimeters. These are obviously the ones for the Mark IIIs. I'm sorry, Mark IIs. And we obviously got more of those than we were supposed to. And then came in, found some decals. We have the instruction manuals for all the various builds here. All these new instruction manuals are really well done, and they show you which pieces you're going to need and which pieces you're not going to need, assuming that you're building just the Konflikt 47 version of the vehicle. I really appreciate these full color instruction books. And for the infantry, we got these little cards, which really just show you how to glue the individual arms onto each of the units. Nothing really big there. The Percival being a resin kit, there's not that much to the instruction manual here either. Here we have our new Mark I automated infantry, which are actually not that different from the existing metal kit. And spoiler alert, I have started assembling these tonight, and I have to say they are easier than the metal kit, but they're still not super easy to put together. The Mark II kits, on the other hand, look really simple to put together just because the pieces are bigger. Right about here is where I realized that I'm missing a 32 millimeter base. It's not a big deal because I actually have a couple extra ones from my starter armies. I had a few extras in that one, but I'm just looking around trying to find where the fifth base is. Turns out it was missing. I could always contact Warlord and get another one, but I don't really need it. Bunch more searching here. I'm just picking up all the stuff that I've put down, panicking a little bit, going, what did I drop it? Where'd it go? But eventually I figure out it's not a big deal. I realize that I have a couple extras, and I'm just going to go from there. And first I decided that I wanted to take a look at the Galahad power armor. Now the officer model is actually in here with the other power armored models. Initially I thought maybe it wasn't in the box and that it was missing, but once I started going through I found it. These models are the new Warlord resin models. As you can see, the detail on these Warlord resin models is really, really good. They have nice, deep, crisp detailing on them, and I think these are going to be real fun to paint. These new Galahad suits look a lot less chunky than the old suits, and I'm not 100% sure if I like the older suits better than the newer suits. These definitely look more modern. This is the officer model here. Uh, but yeah, these I don't know, they don't look as heavily armored as the older Galahad suits. These are going to be fun to paint, and I think they will complement my Basigliere powered armor really well. All right, next up we have the new Mark I automated infantry. Lots of folks are looking forward to these, and I really wanted to get them out of the package and see what they look like. I actually had a bit of a struggle here getting this package open. Now, once I did get them open, I noticed that they are very remarkably similar to the existing ones. And there's a part of me that thinks that they may have actually used the old models. These legs in particular look almost identical to the old Mark I automated infantry. Now, obviously, these are made from Warlord resin, and these new machine guns that the automated infantry come with look really, really nice. These bigger, chunkier guys are the Mark II automated infantry. These are kind of the command bots for the British Commonwealth forces. They have these much bigger, chunkier autocannons that they carry. Those things have a massive bayonet on them. There's a part of me that's hoping that those bayonets get some type of game rules. I think that would actually really help the Commonwealth forces. Here we have the humbler double autocannon turret. This is the only turret that you can take if you want to take advantage of the automated targeting system for the armored car. Again, this is Warlord resin, and it is very well detailed. I did find a small defect on the edge of my turret here. Looks like a little section where the resin didn't quite cure properly. This is the first piece that I've found any type of defect on any of my kits. I'm sure if I reached out to Warlord, I would just get a replacement for this, but honestly, it's such a small little defect, I'm probably just going to make it into battle damage on the vehicle. Then inside of this bag here, we had a couple other small little pieces, but all in all, I'm really happy with that kit. I think it looks really good. Now, obviously, if that little defect that I found, if that was anything more severe, then I would just reach out to Warlord, and I know that they would replace it right away. So that doesn't concern me at all. And next up, we have the Percival. This is a really interesting walker. It's essentially the Grizzly that they have modified to be their own thing in the lore. It's got a Tesla cannon and some rockets and stuff. These are all resin pieces, and the entire model goes together that way. I'm looking forward to putting this together. It's kind of hard to tell exactly what it's going to look like until it all goes together. There's a few resin gates that'll need to be cleaned up there, but otherwise everything looks pretty good. There are some mold lines on the torso that are going to need to be filed down and cleaned up a little bit. I ended up going back through and looking at that at the end. Got a little bag of bits here. It's all the various small pieces. I don't end up dumping that out because I was afraid I was going to lose some of the little tiny pieces. That piece there is very, very smooth, and I'm going to definitely make it a point to texture that before I glue it together, because that incredibly smooth surface says to me that it's going to not hold very well unless I do some work to it. Got another couple small pieces in here. I just go through and take a look at what we've got. These are the rocket pods that will make up the arms in the end. The actual rockets themselves are in this little bag here. I was trying to figure out where those were at this point and then went through and looked and found that. Here's the instructions. You can see that this is a pretty simple kit, not very difficult to put together at all. And that is the last piece. I just went back here and I wanted to take a look at that mold gate and the couple of mold lines on this that need to be cleaned up. Other than that, I'm really happy with this kit, and I'm looking forward to putting all this together. I hope the rest of you are getting your Conflikt 47 stuff in, and until next time, stay weird.